think I think we are. Where do I? Is that it? Aha! I knew it. Okay. Yes. There is a. Ah. Can you see our names at the top?
I can see that it says live,
Oh,
and
that's
I
it.
see my name, and at the top I see the M25.
Ah, I can't get rid
I
of that.
didn't know you were M25, Claire.
My old show name. Ah, but we are here.
Here we are.
Yes. And I'm just trying to. Um, I'm watching. It says, okay, we don't want that. Okay. Okay. Notifications. No. Um, I'm so unfamiliar with this, so I'm just trying. I'm basically just watching uh, the chat for anything and stuff like that. Oh, let me go to. Oh, there's my streaming elements. Okay, good. I didn't know that was going to pop up, so that's a good sign. All right. I'm going to do this. Oh, I probably. Uh, okay, what do we see when I go over here? Okay, that's what I wanted. Yay. All right. Now that looks more natural to me. Okay. I have my Twitch up. That's how fucking stupid I am with this melon stuff. But oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd she go?
Ah, there I am. Sorry, I don't know why I touched the button and I'm like, what am I doing now? Sorry,
No,
I'm not
no, no,
familiar with this either. I
no,
just touched the button and
no
suddenly
worries.
it left. So how are you?
That will not be edited out, by the way, because I don't make edits. Oh, and
Yeah,
Mr.
it's like, what is this?
Dr. Droog is in the chat. Hello, Dr. Droog. Um, so let's officially start, I guess. Um,
Let's go.
special show today, guys. I am so fucking pumped to be doing this, even though it's really fucking early in Toronto. It's
What
eight
time is
eight.
it there?
It is. Time is it? It's 8:09 a.m. in Toronto.
Here is 2 p.m.
I know. Yeah. I am. Oh man. Be lucky I like you.
Really
Oh
hot
my.
here as well. Like,
Oh.
this guy is saying that it's hot over there. How hot is over there?
Who's saying what? Oh, Droog is in Holland.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because here in Madrid it's like 37 degrees.
Mm.
It's hot.
So yeah, guys, really cool show today, and she knows this as well as I do. We have been trying to iron this out because me and you, like we were saying before we came on air, we've been trying to iron this out for quite some time. So,
A long time now.
hmm do you remember how we connected? Was it through Mass London?
Yeah.
I thought so. Yeah, because I knew it was either that or Girlcast, right? Claudia Kowalski.
Yeah, but it was mass, definitely, because I
Yeah.
think I did a podcast for them, and then it's when we started chatting or something.
Mm, you know what? Now that I'm thinking of it, I completely forget how I even found Mass Sessions. It was
No
it was
idea.
it was completely by accident, and then I ended up hooking up with Omen himself, and everything everything just kind of oh oh, Amber has decided to join us. And I'm still trying to officially introduce the fucking show. So for those who
Yeah, it's
don't
cool.
know, who we're talking with today, we are across the Atlantic today, and we are in Spain, specifically. Well, I'm not going to tell anyone where you are. That's up to you. But we are in Spain today, and we are talking with the lovely Ms. Lautastic. Is it Lau or Law? Like, how do you actually say that?
I actually say Lau
I thought so, because for short, I call you Lau.
because it's Laura. Laura, Lau.
Yeah, it's basically it's a play on words, right?
Yeah.
It's like fantastic.
Well, the thing is, like, the name wasn't actually meant to be my artist name. That was just meant to be for my Instagram account. And obviously, it was something silly. One day I was just having an orange Fanta, you know? And with my friends, I don't know, because I love Fanta. They always, I don't know, they always make these jokes about fantastic and stuff. And so then I just wanted to put a name on for my Instagram account, and that was Laudastic. And then when I started DJing, a friend of mine told me, if you don't find an artist name, I'm just gonna get whatever you have on your Instagram. And I didn't get an artist name, a proper artist name. So here we go. That's what we have.
Well, that's cool. So it was totally by fucking accident.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe one day I will have to change it or something into something more serious. But I don't know.
We've had that conversation.
Yeah.
No, I love it.
Few
Because it is a play on
people
words.
told me, but I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know how I feel about it. Huh?
I wouldn't change it. It's fun.
You like it?
I fucking loved it. Yes.
So well, there we go.
For those who don't know who Lau is, hails from Spain but is based in England, correct? And
London.
you're in London. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And she's a practitioner of the dark styles, specifically techno. Did you do anything before techno, or was it techno right out of the gate?
Well, I did, but not much. Like just like I touched. I don't even like it. Like tech house, but just like like not tech house. It was more like drum code. You know, drum code, which is this is like the transition in between those two styles, which goes a bit more towards the darker style, and then little by little I obviously preferred hard, dark, industrial, acid, techno. So
Oh, you like your acid too, do you?
yeah.
Also, for those that don't know, Lau mentions drum code. That's Adam Bayer, for those unaware.
Yeah. So I started like that, and then I really quickly moved to the harder, darker, and more industrial stuff.
And speaking of moving along, I know when me and you met, we basically, in terms of timeline, my online presence, you basically have a year on me, I think, because you've been behind the equipment for what, 3 years, almost 4 years now?
Yeah, nearly 4. Yeah.
Okay. And I'm this time next year will be 3 for me. So we're kind of neck and neck there, which I think is really cool.
Yeah. Starting at the same time.
Basically, yeah. And oh man, I don't know. I think we when me and you met, I think I was still doing my show on Instagram actually.
I don't remember.
I could be wrong. That was when I was doing mix analysis and stuff, and just going. I had no good sound or anything. I would just put a mix. I would cast SoundCloud to my TV and just blast the fuck out of it.
Yeah, I remember that you used to put the set at the back, and then you started commenting it. Yeah, that was nice.
It, exactly. Yeah. So, what in terms of being behind the equipment? How did that happen? Like, who were you before you became Lautastic?
So, well, that's a very difficult and long question, to be honest. If you have time.
Floor is yours, baby.
So basically, I always wanted and always loved music. So since I was around 15 or 16, I've always gone to electronic music events and festivals with my friends. So after a while, that becomes like closer to you, if that makes sense. And then when I moved to London, that's when I started going to proper festivals, like 3 days festivals, where you could do camping and stuff. So I remember in one of those festivals, I turned to my friend and I said to her, you know what? My dream is to be that person up there putting the music for everyone to dance. But that stayed there. That was like a dream that I had inside me, but I don't know, I never did anything because it's actually harder than you think. Like the whole idea of just putting your head to do it, the energy and the time and telling your family. So well, I was and I still am a primary school teacher. I don't know if you knew that. So I work with children
You're a teacher.
Monday to Friday. Yeah. So because I've got that profession, it's actually hard to have both sides because I do love my my teaching, but then I also like my music. So you need to be really responsible and think a lot about what you're doing and the timings and okay, I need to go home now because tomorrow I've got school and all of that. But then one day, well, before I started, I was with my ex-boyfriend, okay? And I started talking about this to him. Like, look, I would love to do something about the music because I really like it.
No, just give her 1 second. She will be back. Yeah, we for some reason we dropped connection. This is our second time dropping connection for some reason. She'll be back in a second. Maybe I have to. Yeah, she came back before we came on air. It happened the first time. She'll come back. Let me see if she needs the link again. Do. And yeah, guys, I know my name says the M25. I don't know how to edit that, but I'll figure it out. Just going to go over here and send her the link again. Where are you? Boopity boop, doop, doop. Aha. All right. Let's do that. Ya da 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 da. Drew, probably not, but I don't know how to do this through Discord, although I know it's possible. So we'll just yeah, it all depends on the connection, exactly, yeah. How's everyone doing today as we wait for Lau to come back? How's everyone doing? midday for me, so everyone's really more awake than I am. Yes, I'm sure you are, Amber. Yeah. I'm pounding coffee. Oh, here we go. There she is. There. All right. Gonna come back. Yeah, but video call is different from live stream. Video call is no problem. Here we go.
I don't know what happened, like my phone was right next to the window and it started saying like heat overheat device or something like that. Like,
oh
my phone was about to explode.
Uh-oh. But you're all good now?
I hope so. So
Cool.
now I'm on the floor.
That's okay.
Away from the window.
No worries, no worries. So you were talking about being a teacher and the transition from that to realizing you wanted to be behind the equipment and so on and so forth, and the concept of telling your parents and
my parents and my boyfriend when I was with him. So basically, he
so you almost had to come out as a DJ, or
what? Sorry.
You almost had to have a coming out, like you were LGBTQ or something.
Yeah, basically. yeah, basically something like that. So the thing is, like, he started saying to me, like, no, you cannot do that because everyone is gonna look at you. Like, basically, he was being sort of jealous and insecure about it. And I told him, look, if I'm with you, it's for a reason. Like, this is something completely different. Why can I do it? But then he's sort of, I don't know what it was. I just didn't do it because I don't know. Somehow I respected him and his decisions and whatever. I don't know. I didn't do it. But then for other reasons, we broke up and I was really, really sad, no? And at that moment, another friend of mine told me, I know what's going to make you happy. And I said, what? So this friend of mine told me, come to my house and I'm going to teach you how to play. And somehow that was the thing that motivated me to keep on going and to start actually doing what I liked. So every Wednesday, I started going to my friend's house. So like on Monday and Tuesday, I was thinking about Wednesday. Then Wednesday, that was the day I was going to his house. Then Thursday and Friday, I was thinking about how cool Wednesday was. So that the whole thing was like keeping me out of those thoughts of, like a bad breakup. I ended up losing the house as well because we had to leave the house. Well, it was a big nightmare, So, like for me, that friend was like the one that saved me and basically the one that started me on this path. Then my parents were a different story. No. Someone is saying broke up because of DJing, but no, it's not. It's not because of that. We broke up for different reasons. we broke up with other reasons, but that was one of the things that he didn't sort of accept, just because they said that it's like a really male, and like people see like a very dark environment. Like even my parents, we had a very bad argument when I told them that I wanted to be a DJ, because I don't know, but female DJs are still not many out there. And maybe it sounds weird, but even now my parents are still starting to accept the fact that I do play music. Like it's been like 3 years and a half, and they still they're scared maybe of, I don't know.
basically, maybe do you think it was a bit of and this might I might be dipping into a bit of cultural logic here, but you think maybe they were thinking, oh, this isn't the vision that they had for you, or that sort of thing,
Yeah, well, basically, they're very
which makes
traditional.
complete sense, right?
I mean, they're very traditional, and they
Mm.
obviously, because I'm a teacher and my job is really different, like with kids during the day, everything is happy with um, flowers, like they see me a bit like that. So they don't know my other side. Like, yeah, I could be, I mean, every person have like a flowery side and like a darker side, you know what I mean? But you're still the same person. Maybe they just don't know that side of me or whatever. So, um, when I told them that I wanted to DJ as well, they were like, "Why? Where is this coming from?" Exactly. The gender is not important. What does it matter if I'm a girl or I'm a boy or I'm a butterfly? It doesn't matter. You know. The thing is, like, they do. I'm sure if I was a man, they wouldn't care as much. Maybe they are scared of something happening to you, or like, they relate it to drugs, alcohol, and sex, or whatever. I
The
mean,
stigma.
so what,
Yeah.
But my parents are old. They are, I don't know, 60 something,
Mm.
and obviously they come from a different generation and their thoughts, but well, now they're getting used to it. Now the other day, my mom told me like, "Oh, I heard one of your sets. It's not that bad." So you're like, "Thank you, mom."
It's
After
not.
4 years, nearly.
I love that. It's not that bad.
Yeah,
And you know what? I can relate to everything you're saying, because when I was, what was I? I guess my late teens, early 20s. I still hadn't moved out of home yet, and I've always been a radio and a media type person. And over here we have, well, back when it was good, we had a channel on cable. It's actually based downtown here. It's called Much Music, and a lot of the music that they played on this one show shaped who I was and who I still am today. And I was having a conversation with my dad one day about things I wanted to do for my future and stuff. And I was telling him how even back then, even though I didn't have the balls to do it, I wanted to. I was having the same thoughts you were. Like it was that dream, right?
mm,
The big cool career. And in terms of traditional values and stuff, because my dad's ex-military and all this sort of idea, uh, he didn't like what I had to say, and unfortunately, I had a piece of furniture thrown at me. So
mm.
all these years later, ta-da!
Yeah, exactly. Well, they didn't throw anything to me, but it was more about insults and stuff. But I was like, I couldn't understand. Like, I'm reading here right now. Exactly, it's not about your gender. It's about doing what you love and how you do it. Like, and also if I'm doing something that is actually making me happy, why do I need to stop doing it? You know what I mean? Like, it's
Mm,
making me happy and it's my life. So why should I just not do it just because you don't accept it? So, well, we had a big confrontation, and then after a while I was like, look, I'm just gonna do it, whatever. I don't care. So I started doing it even though they didn't support me at the beginning at all. Like,
mm,
at all. There were like lots of months where I was very sad because I didn't have the support of my family, which is what obviously you value more, like the most. Because sometimes, I don't know you, but for me, in my head, we come from a very um, traditional families, and you do really respect what they think and what they think about you and all of that. But well, it comes to a point where it's like it's you or me,
well,
and
yeah, right.
my happiness goes first. And then, well, I'm they're starting to accept it now, so I think I did the right thing about keeping on and doing what I wanted.
Well, yeah, right. And I'm thinking of what you were saying a second ago about how you were going to your friend's house and he was
Yeah.
teaching you how to operate the equipment and stuff. I had those same kind of thoughts when I started partying, And there's another question I wanted to ask you in terms of female DJs and stuff, but I'll get there in a second. When I first was exposed to the scene, I didn't want to be the DJ, but at the same time, even at the clubs back home, before I started going to actual raves and stuff, even though I didn't want to operate the equipment, because, well, first of all, I'm not smart enough, but
It's about just practicing.
if I wasn't on the floor, I was the girl up in the fucking DJ booth going, "What's this track? What's this track? Blah blah blah," all this kind of stuff. And that's how I found out about everyone I got into from overseas, right? The whole British scene. So yeah, evolution. We grow in different ways, and you're on the inside of the equipment, and in a strange way, I guess I am in this way. But yeah, I don't know. It's funny how things work out. But
Yeah,
I did want to go back to what you were saying about the female DJ aspect of things, because if my numbers are correct, and this might be different now, if my numbers are correct globally, I'll say male versus female. I think it's of everyone on a set of turntables right now, it's somewhere in the ballpark of 63% of only 63% of them are female.
I'm not sure about percentages.
I could be a little off on that, but I'm in the, if my numbers are correct, I think I'm in the ballpark.
Yeah, I think now more and more are obviously getting there because they're losing maybe that fear or whatever. But it's good, It's like you just need to do whatever you want to do and have fun, as they're saying here. I mean, the problem is that I do take it super serious. So until my family started seeing it like I saw it, like, because some people were like, yeah, it's just, at the beginning it started like a hobby, like something I was just doing for fun. But throughout the years, I'm taking it more and more serious. And like, I'm just liking it more and more into the terms. Like now I'm starting to produce as well and all of that. So like when they see how serious you're taking it, then is when they're starting to realize, oh, maybe it's something that is actually important for her, Yeah.
Is it sticking with the whole male versus female thing?
I think it shouldn't be men versus female. I think it's everybody. I mean, it shouldn't even exist the word female or male DJ. It should be just a DJ. It doesn't matter what you are.
I agree wholeheartedly with you. I really do. But does being such a fucking male, it's old thinking in terms of our scene. That has to bother you, no?
I mean, it bothers a bit because if you look at the big lineups and stuff, the majority is always men, and like maybe it's 1, 2 women. And like the other day, I think it was the first time that a woman closed, like it was Charlotte the White, or I don't know how you pronounce it. Like she was the one that closed Tomorrowland, and it was the first time in years.
Oh, cool.
So so it's like, well, little by little.
And
but I've got lots of women DJs that for me have been like an inspiration, and like I look at them and that motivates me so much. So I feel encouraged.
I'm the same way with media and radio. Like, I mean, if I didn't have people in media and radio that I've respected for like 40 years, because they started when like they were in their 20s and stuff like that, and to speak of things happening by accident, I don't know.
That's another thing.
I don't know.
My mom told me, like, aren't you a little bit old already to start doing this? And I'm like, excuse me? Like, oh, is there an age for music? I didn't know that. Like everything. Yes.
I have had that conversation, the old thing.
Yeah, like, what is old? Until I die, I can do whatever. Let me alone.
You know why that fucking bothers me? Because everyone that me and you and everyone in the chat probably knows, like all the big guns, right? Carl Cox and all these people, they're over 50.
Exactly. It's like, what are you saying?
Old. I was in a conversation one day with someone in Ottawa when I used to live there, and they said something about age, and I said, "Oh, I guess we'll tell this person to go home, and that just go knit a rug or something, right?" Oh, it's so fucking stupid. Like all these people that you're saying old, but yet all the people you're into could be your parents.
Yeah, but what does it matter? Because those people, they're actually inspiring you as well and teaching you. And then you, as a new generation, you get their ideas, and then you have your own. And then you just, it's about creation, right? And it's about getting more original, getting more things, getting more ideas. It's all about just, it's art, no? I
Yeah.
think we shouldn't put an age on it. Even though some people are very square, like they have very square-minded, and it's difficult to get them out of their little boxes.
Speaking of art, you just made something pop into my head because you mentioned you were dipping your toes into production. Um, I remember when when I discovered you and when we started speaking and stuff. I have actually noticed uh, a slight evolution in your sound, and it's maintained because what I noticed was you can either be fun and boppy and funky, but still with an overtone of darkness,
Yeah.
or depending on the set you're doing, it can be fucking just balls to the wall right out of the gate. Do and I, you know I love all your music. Um, where do you see yourself going production wise?
So you see, I like every time I do a set, it really depends, or when I play in an event, it really depends. Because depending on the audience, I sort of like adapting myself. So basically, let's say sometimes I go to Bloop, London. So it's obviously a radio station, and there I tend to go from more melodic, steady, and then going a little bit um, deeper, harder, and darker throughout. Always, obviously, keeping the my line, because otherwise it wouldn't be me. But and then other times, let's say if it's from a rave, and then I tend to go really hard from the beginning and really bumpy, and as you said, a bit crazy. But in terms of production, I think it depends on how you feel in the moment. Like I've got like lots of projects that I don't finish. I just open them, do a little bit, and then leave it. I don't know why. The ones I've got at the moment, they are collaborations, but obviously these ones are more ravey style, are more like we are obviously thinking about being danceable. We want people to dance to them and to other DJs to be able to play them as well. So you have that in your mind as well. But then there are other songs um, that I don't really mind. I've got other songs that I just do because it comes from your heart or your mind or your emotions, and you don't really mind if ever anyone is gonna play them or dance to them. It's just like how you feel and how you just. I need to finish those projects. It's just it's time, and it's actually hard because sometimes it's like you've got, I don't know, 3 minutes there of completely nonsense, and you are like, what do I do with this? Like, I don't know. It's like I always need like a second opinion. Like, can you please just look at this and listen to it and tell me if it's bullshit or not? But well, there we are. I'm still in that stage of I'm I'm still learning, in terms of production and stuff. To the point, because at the moment I've been learning by myself and with some friends, doing the collaborations and stuff. But I'm feeling so into it that yeah, I've done collaborations as well. I've got two friends that are very cool at helping me with it and doing collaborations. But now I'm getting to the point where I want to do something more serious in terms of somebody explaining to me everything that is behind it, more farther. So I'm thinking of going back to uni. So maybe in September if everything goes all right, I will go back to music production and do it properly from university to get all those little gaps that I feel I've got, because I can do a song, but obviously there are lots of, it's more complicated than it looks, and it's a lot to take into account. So I would love to get more understanding, if that makes sense.
You're you went to you were telling me a while ago you went to some sort of conservatory for
Oh yeah,
music.
the London Sound Academy. Yeah,
Right. What is
that was for
that?
the DJing. That was for the DJing basically. Because my friend, as I told you, he started teaching me, but
Okay.
then again as well, I felt some gaps. I was like, there is something here. I need to know. I'm a person that I need to know properly what I'm doing because I like doing things well.
Yeah.
So even though my friend was teaching me and stuff, it got to a point where I was like, okay, I need a teacher telling me exactly am I doing this, because I was doing things but I didn't know why. And then I went to this academy and they obviously told me why I was doing those things, and everything made sense. But you see, everything is like a natural process. So I started going to the parties, then I started liking it too much. Then that's how my passion started. Then I wanted to become a DJ. Then I started with friends. Then I studied a little bit. And then once you've been playing for a while, that feeling, that urge of making your own things and your own sound naturally comes to you. So that's the moment where I am at the moment. Like that moment of now, I want to create my own little things. I want to one day play my tracks in front of the people, not other people's tracks. So I think I'm in that moment now. Like I want to start creating my own particular things and
For sure.
getting them out there.
No, I can. I'm noticing as we're chatting here that me and you have a lot more in common than I ever could have imagined. Because even based on everything you just said, and what you just said there, making it your own and playing your tracks instead of that person's track or this person's track, you want to
Which
make
I love, by the way.
oh, for sure, yeah, no problem there, yeah. Um,
Yeah, you carry
but
on.
I
I'm
can.
just gonna
Oh,
sit
you're
here. It's
okay.
really hot down there on the floor.
But I can relate to that in the sense that even doing this, whether it's with somebody like yourself or flying solo like I normally do, yeah, like I said, I have people that I respect and admire in the industry, but I don't want to do what they do. I respect what they do, which is what got me here, but
Exactly.
I didn't call it the Klayre Avalon show for no reason, right?
At the end of the day, each person has their own path and their own way of learning and getting their way through life. So even if a person has their production and they're amazing and whatever, then if you're not on that point, I mean, you could do things together, but obviously it's not. Yeah, you know what I mean, right? It's everyone needs their time, and I'm a person that thinks that whatever happens at the right time and when it's needed for you. And if it's
Yeah.
not happening, it's because it's not your time or your
Well,
moment. And
and that's exactly it too.
yeah,
Because when we started, I mentioned that this time next year will be 3 years for me on a microphone. Um, but I never thought I would be sitting here doing this, even though I'm a radio nerd. Not in a million
well, and
years,
there you go. Now here you are.
right? Yeah, etching out my little space. But I'm
Which is
gonna.
cool, right?
I have two things that I'm gonna take you for a walk through, and but one of them goes back to music production and actually playing a set. You're two decks right now, right? CDJs or whatever.
I've got three. I've got three decks, and I'm starting with vinyl. I've got a vinyl too. But that's taking me a while. So what I'm trying to do at the moment is incorporate the vinyl into my digital. So to do like, I don't know, sort of hybrids, because it's very hard to learn just by vinyl. I would love to. It's taking me a while, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just learning. But hopefully one day I can tell you, yes, that set is only vinyl. But at the moment, I'm trying to incorporate one with my others. But I haven't
So,
done a set yet. With them. I'm still practicing, just jamming at home, and
so you've got your 2 decks and then the 1 turntable.
I've got three decks, three
Oh,
CDJs, and one vinyl. I've got a 4 channel.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
In term, and I keep thinking of evolution.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah,
Like, I've got a few sets now that are with 3 decks, but obviously I didn't say it.
in
But
your heart of hearts, going down the road a bit here, and I'm jumping way into the future with this for you career wise. Um, but in terms of like a live set or something, do you see yourself in a place where like you got your Richie Hattons and all these guys that do
with hardware, you mean? With machines?
well, not even well. Some yeah, they've got the decks and they've got all the fucking boxes, whatever they are, and
Yeah. I mean,
they can take
that would be cool.
yeah.
I've got a friend that not long ago we went to his house, and he had one of these machines that you could create beats in the same moment when we were DJing, and that was actually really cool because that created like another layer of atmosphere. So that was actually really cool. Like, so maybe I could incorporate that. I just need to maybe get one myself and start practicing at home. But that was definitely fun. So I won't say no.
That's so wild because I've seen these guys do it, and they'll take a bass line from this track, and
Yeah, definitely.
they'll take a melody from this track, and they'll have like they've got like 16 decks, they've got 3 mixers, they've got a drum machine, all this fucking stuff going on, and it's absolutely seamless.
Yes.
It
Yeah,
blows
because
my
obviously
mind.
the more skills that you get that other people don't have,
Mm.
the better, right? Sorry, I'm changing my phone again because it's saying, look, it says device overheating.
Oh,
I think we're gonna explode soon.
oh. But yeah, and maybe it's just my, you know,
No,
the
it wasn't a Roland drum machine. It was a different one. Because I've played with the TR8, but it wasn't that one either. It was sorry, it's just because I'm
oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after these messages. Maybe. Oh, beep, 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 beep. Oh, hello, Heidi. Welcome. Heidi is in the room. Yes, overheating. We need a jump start. How's Heidi doing today? Where is she? Let me see here. Yada da da da. Let's see. We just keeping an eye on the time as well, guys. We're approaching the second hour, the loose second hour of today. Just so everyone knows, we have Lao for a limited time, but that's okay. Just gonna oh, just gonna do this again, just in case. Just gonna send her the link again. Come on. Oh, here we go. Come on back. Come on now. Dee 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 dee. Do the fucking test from inside the fridge. Ah, fuck. Oh, if I was on radio, I would be fired right now. Dead air, dead air, dead air. Yeah, right. Yeah, call tech support. Yep. Yeah, it's my turn, right? Oh. Oh, okay. Okie dokie. She's going to, okay. She's switching to a laptop, guys. So I don't know how to do that. I've tried that before, guys, on Melon. I don't know how. It won't work. I've tried before, and the audio wouldn't come through. I don't know how to do that. I heard it. I played a song, but I could hear it, but on the playback, I couldn't hear it, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna start arbitrarily pushing buttons and shit. I'm not gonna do that. No. If this was through Twitch or OBS or whatever, no problem. Here she comes.
Hello. Sorry, I'm having lots of problems.
No apologies. It's okay.
And I just got my mom's laptop, and now it's asking me to put like my passport to get in, and I'm like, what?
Oh,
So,
to log into the system to the laptop.
No, to log in into Facebook.
Oh.
What? Do I need Facebook? No, I don't need Facebook.
No, you're here with us now. It's cool.
Well, just in case, because this phone is overheating a lot. I don't know why. I think it's super hot in here. Somehow, can you send me the link to WhatsApp? And I'm gonna try to put it here on the computer, the laptop. I know. This technology is.
Let me see. Well, yeah. Let me.
But now I'm holding the phone, and it's burning.
Oh. Everyone knows that the hallmark of my show, like I told you earlier, is no edits. So yeah, no worries. We can do what we want. I don't care.
Put your phone in the fridge. Yeah, maybe I could open the fridge and just be there with the phone. Hold on a minute. Let me do that.
Where am I? Oh, here we go. Okay. How do can we do that?
So I need.
Okay, here's see if that works for you. Just so you have it. There you go. Here's what's
So I need to put here.
Oh, ignore. Amber's saying ignore what, Amber? Oh, we're freezing. I hear you, Lau, but I hear you're frozen.
Yes, because I'm looking at your WhatsApp.
Oh.
Yeah, because I'm writing down the direction, on the browser,
Mm-hmm.
so I can access, hopefully, from here. Okay.
Yeah, that's one. There we go. Yeah, guys, that's one thing that I dislike about using Melon, even though it is user friendly. It does hinder my capabilities just a little bit, but we're here, and that's all that matters.
So I'm gonna go as well on the laptop, just in case.
Oh, you're oh.
What? I didn't know there are adverts. Adverts to go in Twitch now?
That happens. Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
that's a good thing.
This is new as well. Oh,
Dislike
here I am.
using Melon, even though it is user friendly, it does hinder my capabilities just a little bit. Just mute it. We're here. That's all.
It's very funny.
I have to do that. I have myself muted on Twitch too. No worries.
Okay, so now I'm gonna be here in two cameras. This is really odd.
Isn't it fucked up?
It's because I look at you and I look at my.
I do it too. Yeah. But I did.
Yeah, I mean, sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that someone is saying how hot it is. It's 37 or 38. I don't know, but because I was by the window, somehow my phone started saying that I was overheating, and then suddenly all the apps went down. Yep, dying.
And you have a full charge.
Yeah, it's full charged.
That's fucked up. It's annoying, isn't it?
But well, I'm gonna leave us there on the floor, and we'll carry on like this.
Okay, you're all good. Now let's have some fun.
Yeah.
We're gonna come away from the shop talk for a second, but we'll come back to it. And I know you have to go soon, but we are in our final hour because you said about 4 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We have plenty of time. Let me paint a picture for you. So say we're about 10 years old and it's Saturday morning. What are me and Lautastic doing on a Saturday morning as 10-year-old girls?
10-year-old? Like when I was 10 years old?
Pretend we're friends and we're 10 years old. What are we doing on a Saturday?
I don't know.
If you can remember.
Going somewhere, maybe going to the water park or like to, I don't know, to the park, I guess. Or I used to play a lot. Like we used to have like a sleepovers a lot. So I was going or to a friend's house, or a friend was coming to mine, or I was going to my grandparents. My grandparents were great.
Oh yeah.
I used to go to their house a lot.
Cool.
Yeah.
You were close to them?
Yeah. Yeah. Especially to my granddad. Like my granddad and me were like, I don't know. I was like, every time I was there the weekends, I used to tell my grandma, I sleep with the granddad. You go sleep somewhere else. Because I loved being with him so much. And then he used to take me in the car. It was because in Madrid, where I'm from, we are like 4 hours away from the nearest coast. So it's actually quite far. So he used to take me to a river that is not far. It's like half an hour from here. And he used to take me to the river and just him and me, and he let me splash. There was like, how do you call this? It's like like these things like a liana, like from the jungle that you could jump to the river from it.
Oh, vines.
Huh?
Like a vine.
Yeah, like a vine. Yeah. So there were vines, and I could get into the vine and then jump in the river. Wow, that's a precious memory. Yeah.
That's cool. Holly, I have a similar story. When me and my friends were younger, and it's funny I made us 10 years old for that fun little moment there. I was about I was somewhere between 10 and 12 years old, and there was this kind of vacant lot where I was living, and there was this patch of trees, and I don't know where we came up with this stupid idea, but there was a series of trees, and what we used to do was we would there was this little tree, and we would grab the lowest branch that we could find, the strongest one, climb up into the tree, and then go out on another branch and then swing over. No vines or anything. We were just using the tree branches, and we
And
would
jump
swing ourselves over to the next tree, and so on and so forth. And
like
I,
monkeys.
yeah, and I was
That's
doing.
dangerous, huh?
Oh fuck! I was taking my turn, and I was up. I was about 20 or 30 feet up in the air in this birch tree, and I had to go out on this long branch. It was about that big, but I didn't notice that right where the branch came to the tree trunk, there was a split in the branch, right? So I'm hanging off this thing, and I'm inching my way out and inching my way out to go to the last tree to get to the ground. And I'm swinging, trying to get momentum. All of a sudden, I start fucking hearing crack, 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 and
Oh,
the
it
branch was
broke?
let. Thankfully, no, but it was going to if I'd stayed there. Honey, I was 30 feet in the air, and I had to let go.
Oh, wow.
I had to drop
Well,
that.
once I had a very nasty fall when I was little as well, but nothing to do with trees or branches. You know, I don't know about you over there, but here in Spain, many years ago, they are forbidden now. Um, they were very tall, very high slides, like more than 2 meters. They could be around 3 or 4 meters high,
At the
and they were for
playgrounds, you mean?
kids. Huh?
At the playgrounds, like the parks?
Yeah, in playgrounds. Now they're
Okay.
all gone. They are completely forbidden because they noticed that they were actually dangerous. So I remember this time. Well, I remember. I don't really remember the beginning. The ending they told me. Um, Basically, I was playing there with my sister, and my mom and my grandma, they just went home for a minute to leave the shopping, and they were coming back. So they told my sister, look after your sister. So I'm the little one. And I was really naughty. Not naughty, but quick. And I liked exploring, right? And the thing is that I was at the top of this slide, and because it was so high, you could see everything in the distance. And I was just there admiring how beautiful everything was. And a child was behind me, pushing me, like, come on, it's my turn. Come on, you need to go. And I was like, just give me a minute. Like, I'm going down, just give me a minute. And that's the last thing I remember. So apparently I never went down the slide. I went, like, if the slide goes that way, I went through one side, and I fell on the ground, and then I don't remember anything. Apparently I was like a couple of days in coma, you know,
No.
like in a hospital. I couldn't. I don't remember anything now. Everything that I'm gonna tell you is stories that my mom and my sister and everyone told me. I don't remember a thing. So apparently my sister just saw a circle of people, and she went to check, and she was like, "Oh fuck, that's my sister." So she started screaming, and then she called my mom and my grandma, and um, they called the ambulance, but my mom said, "No, I'm not gonna wait." So my mom took a taxi, which now is as well. You cannot do that. Now you have to wait for the ambulance, because if you move a person that is unconscious on the floor and you move their neck, you could actually kill them. So, well, my mom in that moment, obviously, she didn't know. She just wanted to save my life. So she got a taxi and she took me straight to the hospital. And, well, I don't remember anything. I just remember waking up, throwing up, and my mom here crying. And I was like, why are you crying? Like, like, why am I? Why are you crying? What is all of this? And then they just told me that that happened. But
That's fucking wild.
yeah, that was, I
And you
don't know,
don't
I
you,
was like 5 or 6 years old when that happened.
and you don't recall how
Yeah.
long you were out for in the coma or
I think it was less than 2 days. So probably like 1 day and
well,
something.
still a long
But
time though.
I was having like, um, when you don't remember things,
Amnesia.
yeah, amnesia. But I had it like for, like they were asking me like my
You had
name
it.
and all of that was fine, but I couldn't remember like my address. I was saying somebody
Oh,
else's address or my previous address, and the same with my age. Like I don't know
they
if I
were
was
they were
5 or 6.
testing.
I was saying like 2 or 3 years before. So like my memory short time was completely fucked. I could
Okay.
remember things that happened a long time ago, but then now I'm fine.
Yeah, yeah.
But well, my sister has been always kidding me like, yeah, since you had that fall, you're blah blah blah. Like
Oh, she's fucking with you.
siblings, yeah.
Yeah. Oh
But
man.
man, that was apparently for my parents. Obviously, that was worse than for me because I don't remember. But for them, imagine my mom just there crying like because you could have gone.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I had a where I was living during the tree scenario. One day in my driveway, at the top of the driveway going into my backyard, I had like a brick set up with a little piece of wood or whatever as a ramp, and me and my friends were jumping it on our bikes into my
Oh,
yard.
that's cool.
And from the end of the driveway, my backyard sloped down, and say that's the end of the brick. I don't know why I did this. I'm young and stupid, but the ramp was this far off from the top of the brick, and I didn't notice at the time. So I took my turn at one point, and I went off the ramp, just a little piece of crap little thing, and the way I came off the ramp, it flipped somehow and caught the back wheel of my bike, and it flipped me over, and it sent me like 10 feet in the air with my bike.
But
I
did you fell or like were you?
Yeah, so it flipped me about 10 or 15 feet in the air, and I landed on the ground, and then my bike came down on top of me. And my mom was in the kitchen, look, and she saw out the window that I was laying on the ground I was like a pile of dirty laundry, for fuck's sakes.
Oh, bless you.
And she fucking ran outside, and she picked my bike up off me. Everything was cool. I was all fucked up. And she looked at my friends and goes, "Yeah, sorry guys, you have to go home now. Claire's day is over."
Oh, that's it. That's it for today.
Oh man, it was wild. I was such a fucking stupid kid.
Oh, me too.
I guess we all were not in certain senses, in all senses. It's
Someone is saying here if you were drunk.
yeah. What if I told you about drinking and biking? Yeah. Trust me, Heidi. I didn't need the fucking alcohol.
No, yeah, when I was a little kid as well, we loved exploring. So it's not that you're naughty or anything. You're just, it's your time to explore, right? So, man, I've got lots of things in my knees, like, and they're still here, like from when I was little. And you look at them and you're like, are these recent? No, actually, they're not recent,
Jesus
but they're
Christ.
still in my body from when I was little.
My God. This is totally fun. Like this is awesome. But I do want to go back to a few things.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go to England, because I know you're mixed up in a few things in England, and I need some education on that. I know a fair amount. Fuck, I know more than I think I should. Uh, but your crew is Northern Impact, correct?
Difficult question. So
Okay.
yeah, I've been with them for a long time, and but at the moment, I would say that it's been sort of dissolved.
Oh,
Yeah, like
like are they a
there's
collection
been
of
issues.
DJs or are
Yeah.
they like a promotion team or what?
So I mean, I came late to them, so they were already established. And they were like a group of DJ friends that came together, and they were promoting events and all of that. And they also have like a radio station and stuff. So one day I was playing in Union Club La Divina because it was an all-female lineup, and one of the guys that was basically the promoter, he I think he liked me or something. He sent me a message one day saying that he was interested on having me in the crew. So I said, okay, let's go for a drink. Let's talk things because I don't like things on the phone. What was that? Let's go face to face and then we talk business. So we went for this drink, and not only him, the whole crew came. So I thought, oh, cool, this is cool. So it's not just this guy; it's basically everyone. So everyone came to welcome me that day, and we all had a drink, and they were explaining to me how they worked, the things they were doing, and I was like, oh, cool, yeah, let's do this. So thanks to them, I've played a lot. We were playing in boats, in underground places, really cool. We've done um, radio events, um, podcasts, a little bit of everything. But not long ago, um, well, I would say that he was having his own personal problems, his own issues. So it's fair enough, he couldn't carry on. So now I would say that, yeah, the group is not still going as it was.
So
Yeah,
so to coin a phrase, you could say you're freelance
yeah,
sort of
yeah.
idea.
I mean, I am part of Union Club La Divina.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm part of them. And here in Madrid, I haven't started yet, but one guy wanted to have me as a resident too. And it's a place called Valhalla Club
Hmm.
here in Madrid. So that will start in October. I think it's gonna be like once a month. But well, let's see how it goes because I haven't started yet, so I don't want to say it too loud until I've done it a couple of times.
Right.
Um,
So don't be spreading that around, Chad. Don't be.
no, so
Yeah.
that's why I mean everything is. I mean, it's gonna happen. I hope.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully it will be here in Madrid too.
I have to. Speaking of Madrid, I have to ask you. You've got Fabric London and you have Fabric Madrid. I forget which one is the flagship, but how
Both
does
of them are completely different. They have nothing to do
right?
with each other.
Oh no!
No. So they have the same name. Yeah, look, too late. They have the same name, but the one in Madrid is with a K, and the one in London is with a C at the
That's
end.
right. Yeah, yeah.
So Fabric
Which
with a K, kicking K. It's the one in Madrid,
yeah.
and that one is huge. It's
And
huge. Has
you
5 dance floors.
you played
It's
there, correct?
Yeah, 4 or 5 dance floors. Yeah, it's amazing. It's very big. It's
How
the
the fuck did
capacity.
that
I don't
feel?
know how many people can get there, but it's definitely bigger. And then the one in London is smaller.
How is
Has
it?
only 3 dance floors. One is very tiny, and the main floor is actually small too. But the quality of the sound is really good and has very good reputation.
Yeah.
But they are completely different venues. Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean about reputation. It's funny. It's funny that you say that. Because how the hell does that feel? Being like, I mean, your hometown is where Fabric is, for fuck's sakes. I mean,
I know. I
that's-
wish one day I could play there. Wow,
Oh, I
that
thought
would
you
be a
had.
dream.
I thought you
Huh?
said you got booked at Fabric. I could have sworn you
No,
said.
not Fabric. Not Fabric. No.
Oh, because
No,
you were
I
saying you
played
were
in
playing.
London. I played in at Egg
Yeah,
London, which
yeah.
is not Fabric. It's different. It's
Mm.
cool as well, but I play at Egg, and no, here in Madrid, no, I haven't played there, and I'm not booked. I wish it's the place I played here was it's a different place, but not that one. I wish. I'm gonna play in this Valhalla club, but I don't know where it is, and I'm gonna play with Underhell, which is gonna be in Madrid city center. But no, not off. I wish. I really wish that. That would be a dream, yeah.
Fucking hell, right? Oh man.
And the guys from Blackworks, I love them too. Wow, those guys are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they organize very nice, cool parties. But for these big venues, I feel like, or you are already a big name, or they don't want you. You know,
Yeah, right.
it's like they are already looking for somebody big. And it's like, it's not fair because what about the ones that we're starting? And I wish
Yeah, right.
maybe one day, yes, you can do it.
They want the draw, right?
Yeah, it's
They,
hard. It's hard.
they want the big fucking headliner.
Yeah, they want the headliners, and I understand because obviously they want to sell tickets, right? For them, it's a business.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Oh, it'll happen.
Hopefully.
With your fucking skill and drive, yeah.
Vamos, vamos. DJ Amba. Vamos.
Vamos, yes.
You're like, let's go.
It's that's kind of funny that you just said that because as we've been talking this whole session, I've been thinking in my head, oh, I could listen to you talk all day. Fuck,
Really?
yeah, like no joke. Fucking love it. Oh, listen, look at Amber going, yeah, 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 yeah.
That's how we laugh in Spain.
I know, yeah, yeah.
I don't know, maybe I've got a very strong accent or something.
No, you're fine. I love it.
I love the meme saying like, maybe.
I remember when you were telling me about La Divina and stuff, and what was it? What's Union Club Vauxhall? What's this Vauxhall thing?
So Vauxhall or however you pronounce it, that's the name of the place itself. So it's the club. The club. So Vauxhall is an area, okay? It's an area called Vauxhall. So let's say in Madrid, we have an area, it goes for areas. So Vauxhall is the area. And then in this area, you have Union. Union is the name of the club, okay? So it's called Union Club Vauxhall, so people know the area where the club is.
Oh, is that all?
And then La Divina is the party because they do Vauxhall. Yeah, Vauxhall. Yeah, she wrote it. You spelled it right.
Oh, and by the way, Heidi, as much as you spelled Vauxhall right, you spelled my name wrong.
It's with a K and a Y.
I don't know who that Klayre is. I don't know who she's talking to.
But you don't pronounce that Vauxhall? How do you pronounce it?
Me?
Yeah.
I would say Vauxhall.
Okay.
Is it Vox?
I think it's Vauxhall, but I don't know. I mean, I think I pronounce it the Spanish way. I have no idea. Yeah, it's like, the brands. Yeah, this guy here or girl, Heidi Michaela girl, I guess. It's like
Heidi's coming in with
there are different brands that in different places in the world, they change. Let's say there's one brand for the deodorants that is also, they change. It's the same brand, but depending on the country, they change the name of it. So like Opel is this brand of cars. In England is Vauxhall.
Oh, okay.
So in this area, Vauxhall, there
Yeah,
is this club
we got
called
Graham
Union. Yeah,
C89
these
and Amber
people is
Fox
totally
Hall.
right.
Apparently, we have to get fucking phonetic, for God's sake.
Well, let me take my teacher side.
Right? Yeah. Right. Exactly. Let's go to school, kids. Yeah.
So yeah, basically in that area is this club called Union, and then each day of the week they do a different party. So usually they call them different names. They do one on a Friday, other one on Saturdays. This one in particular is on Sundays. So it's called La Divina. Don't ask me why. So I'm resident with them only for that one, for La Divina.
So the party is called La Divina.
Yeah. So
Okay.
the party is La Divina. The place is called Union. The area is Vauxhall.
I remember when you explained that to me the first time. What was it? You had a booking at room 2, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
And you're like, what?
And I mean, I know what I know, but I'm not there, so
Yeah, of course. You need to come over one day and I show you around.
Oh fuck! If I had a passport.
And I can introduce you to Omen and all of this. He's very cool.
Oh,
A
I
very
love
cool guy.
Omen. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's got beautiful eyes, by the way.
He's what?
He's got beautiful eyes, by the way. Very vivid.
He's got piercing eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those eyes will steal your lunch money.
Oh yeah.
That brings up an interesting point. Speaking of Omen, I've talked on my show recently about the idea of industrial techno, which I'm sure you'll agree is different from techno, obviously.
Yeah.
And my thought was, I listen to an obscene amount of music. Even I know that. I listen to an irrational amount of music. And for a time, when I found industrial, and funny enough, Omen was partly responsible for that, even though I did find it before him. As time went on, and this just happened recently, I saw something on Instagram from a party there, and it was an audio clip. And so I turned the sound on, and all it was just the same, that whole industrial sound. And right in that moment, I said to myself, I think I'm getting bored with industrial techno.
You see, I think it really depends on the track and the artist. I think it's like everything in this life. Like you could look at pictures of people, or like people creating whatever piece of art. That every artist will have some something in common, right? They all have something in common, and then you have your particular things that let you know that is your piece of art. I don't know if you get me. The thing is, obviously, with industrial, they have a particular sound, and then each artist have their particular thing about it that makes it different. It's obviously the sounds there are really harsh, and sometimes it's called industrial because some of the samples you basically record them from fabrics or like industries. You go there and record sounds from industries, but the thing is, I think it depends on the artist and the song on the track, because sometimes I feel the same as you're saying. I feel bored or I say, no, I don't like that as much. I prefer when it's more dancey or have more melody into it or something. But sometimes if you mix it properly, or if the track is actually cool, you can make really interesting sets.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And it's fucking Heidi in the chat says that's the sound of the club, honey. Yeah, I do realize that, and that's not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is how
I know what you mean.
And Amber's agreeing with her. Yes, I do realize it's the sound of the venue, But what I'm talking about is, and Amber will agree with this, it all sounds kind of samey, almost like if you've heard one industrial track, you've heard them all. I'm the kind of person where because of how my mind works, and I think everyone who knows me in the chat will know what I'm talking about when I say that no matter what style of music it is, for the most part, it takes a lot to get my attention.
Of course. I think each person is very particular in the sound they like. It's like here, Heidi Michaela is saying about Berlin type of techno. I very recently I was there in Germany, and man, I love that sound. It's just so much, so interesting. It's different to where I'm playing in London, and you see, you're trying to get that sound that you feel particularly interested in. Like you hear it and you cannot even explain it. You're like, yeah, this is what I like. How do you call this? And then you go like, what the fuck? I love it. So I know it's very ravey, and also it's like, I don't know how to explain the Berlin techno, but people just call it like that, Berlin techno. Like, have you heard like the people that play in Whore? It's like these toilets that are very famous.
Yeah,
Have you?
yeah.
Yeah,
For
people go
Berlin,
and play
yep.
there.
The
Man, that's
bathroom.
amazing. It's like that kind of vibe that they give you and spread is, yeah, bunker techno. That's okay. Could be, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
for those who might not know, if you're going to be seeing this on the recording or on SoundCloud when I put it there, what what Lau is describing, for those that don't know what Hor Berlin is, it's a fucking bathroom with DJ equipment in it, and it actually is uh, quite a like if you're invited to play Hor, it's I would treat that as a celebrating moment for anybody behind a couple of decks for sure.
my phone is doing very crazy things.
You're stuttering.
My phone, I don't know.
How
Yeah,
are you?
well, I like dark and hard techno too. Like a
Yep.
bit of industrial too. I like acid. I don't know. I like mixing a bit. Um, you know, I as long as it's a track that I completely like and it's inside the style I play. Well, I'm open to different little subgenres. You know.
Graham and Drug are both agreeing on Italy's T78. T78's cool.
Yeah, I've heard them too. Yeah, they're cool.
T78
Or
actually
maybe these
reminded.
guys, you need to add me and then I can follow you back. So yes, Scrants as well. I love the Scrants. So I can follow you back if you like and
Oh,
listen to your sets. If you have any music to
Scrans!
share, I'm
Wow.
more than happy to play them as well in the next few sets or parties. So
The mention of T78 reminded me of David Temesi of Hungary.
yes,
I,
as well.
I found out about him through his track The Seventh.
Yeah, I love the way I discover new artists.
Yeah,
Like
right.
sometimes I go on SoundCloud. Sometimes I go on Beatport or Bandcamp or whatever platform, and then I go to different labels. I go to collaborations. Then I see what artist is collaborated with what artist. Then I go to the EP and I see all the artists that have been in that EP, if it's a various artist, and then I start looking at. I don't know. I just go everywhere. I love it because I get to. I that way I found artists that I didn't know that they existed at all, and then they some of them I discovered them a long ago, and then now they are big names, and you're like, wow, I discovered you a few years ago when you were just starting, and it's very cool to see how them have evolved as well,
Yeah,
how they have evolved.
yeah. There's again with the evolution thing. I don't know how long he's been doing this, but there's an artist in France by the name of Organic, and I've spoken about him on the show as
I don't
well.
know.
It's R dot or like basically organic with an R on the front, and
Organic.
yeah, Organic. Yeah, he's just a young producer. And he does a lot of like free download stuff because of the way he does his productions. He has very little or very few tracks that are actually signed, because that's just how he rocks. But he's on SoundCloud and all that fun stuff. And I'm telling you, what he does with his productions, I have no idea how he comes up with this stuff. It's
Yeah.
a fucking magic show. And
Well, a
like you
couple of
said,
friends are super amazing as well. I don't know how they do it. Some people have just a natural talent. You know, they just. I've got this friend of mine that literally in 3 hours he can make a complete track, and he's just amazing. Every track he makes is a bomb, and you're like, I can spend maybe 1 month. Well, I'm learning still, but obviously I'm like, wow, I spent 1 month and it's not even good. And look at you, in 3 hours, and boom, you've got the heat of the summer.
oh, we're talking about this now. So every fucking producer in the chat is going to go off right now.
So everyone in the chat, if you're a producer, send me the songs. Send me.
There we go.
I'm happy to take them on board.
How you doing for time, dear? You good?
Yeah, I have to go soon. Well, mostly because my phone is running out of battery, and this thing is not charging because it's overheating again.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I still have like, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. It's up to
Right.
you. It's up to you.
Well, I don't want to keep you
I'm just
forever.
super sweaty. When I finish with you, I'm gonna jump in the pool for sure. I'm already wearing my bikini, you know.
You said you have a thing later on at about 4
Yeah,
or something like that. So
yeah, I need to go. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm just
that's
gonna
cool.
jump in the pool quick and then I go.
Amber's asking you. You are on Twitch, but you're never actually on Twitch. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's the thing that I've got Twitch. I used to use it when I was doing the Manic FM live streams. But to be honest with you, I think I stopped doing it because the connection in my house, it wasn't great. And I think it was due to, there could be few possibilities. So it could be actually the internet, but I was using, like, you know, when you use the cable straight into your computer. So
That's what
then
I'm doing.
that cannot be. And then the connection was still not great. And then I thought, okay, it could be the OBS, which is the program that I was using to go live. And I thought
Yep.
it could be the OBS, or I don't know if any other cable was probably too old, but couldn't be because the oldest is not even 3 years. And the other option could be my sound card, but I got it new. It's one of these ones. What's the name of it? It's oh, I don't remember the name. Well, whatever. It's sort of new as well. So, well, I could try again to do some when I'm back, if I have any time. I could do some live back into Twitch. But so far, I'm on Instagram and on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
live in person.
For
Come to England.
for those, if this was like we're using a platform, and this today is actually
On
this.
Twitch?
Yeah, we are on Twitch, but we're not through OBS. We're on this platform, but we are live on Twitch. But
So what is the name? This is Melon app.
This is Melon app. Yeah, Streaming Elements owns it.
Like.
Oh, she's going away again. She froze. She froze. Oh, okay. How's everybody doing? What's going on, kids? Wonder, do we need linkies again? Let's do that just in case. Oh. No, no worries. Yeah, it's not about polish, it's about doing it, right? I mean, fuck me, if I was worried about a polished fucking show, I wouldn't be doing this. I mean, look, I mean, fuck, whatever, you know, just fucking do it. Just fucking do it. That's why I'm not apologizing for anything that we've experienced today. We all know that everybody understands. No big deal at all.
Back.
Here we go.
This is just stressing me out.
She is live in the environment once again.
Here we go.
No stress at all.
I'm so sweaty.
I have a fan on me.
I don't.
I have a little fan. It's little that. It's about the size of my head.
Nice. So yeah, I don't remember what we were saying.
We were talking about Twitch.
About Twitch. Oh yeah, I need to use it more. Maybe I just need time.
I find that so interesting since we've gone that way. I don't know how you feel about it, because I feel like I don't know, and even comparing here in Canada to a party hub like England or anywhere overseas, really, I've noticed there's a huge fucking whirlwind of people and talent on Twitch from our community, even though that's not initially why Twitch was created. It's a gamer platform.
Yeah, I've seen lots of DJs doing it now.
And what I found was, since maybe we could say that quarantine was maybe what drove a lot of the DJs and producers to Twitch. Because I mean, holy fuck, Roger Sanchez is on there, David Morales, all these people from wherever. But it kind of makes me think, and I guess it depends, like what you're doing and where you're doing it, and all this sort of idea. Because I think of the idea of someone like yourself, right? Even though you do have Twitch, you're not on it all the time, or even at all, really, and for whatever reasons you have, and that's fair play. But
yeah, I think it's for me it's time. I think other people, I don't know how they do it, man. I just, I've got a very busy life, so
that's what I was going to say. Like to my mind, you're not on Twitch because
because I can't. I don't have hours in the day. I mean, I would love to as well to do every now and then, maybe once or twice a week or whatever. But for me, the thing is like, I go to work. I try to go to the gym. Then you have to do your things. Like you go shopping for, you need to do your, like, cook, have a shower. You need to, the normal things. Then you also produce. Then you also, now I'm going to start uni. You also want to see your friends for a little bit. Like, I mean, then you play as well.
But
Some
you're
weekends.
also getting bookings.
Yeah, that's the thing. So it's like, I don't know. When can I do this?
So that's what I'm driving at. It's the difference between live streaming on Twitch versus getting the actual booking.
So I prefer real life. I mean, if they book me for a party, I'm sorry, I prefer being out there rather than being in my house by myself.
Yeah.
I prefer the warmth of the people when they are there, like there in front of you, dancing and showing you love. That's what I like.
Yeah. So we got about 20 minutes left or so.
Yep.
How's people doing in the chat? How are we feeling today, guys? How you feeling, Laura?
Me or them? Them? Then just have no friends, then you have all your time for DJing. Yeah, but this is not the case.
That's what I was going to say too about Twitch. If speaking of setup and all that sort of thing, yeah, we're using Melon today. If we were doing this how I would prefer to do it, we would because I don't know how to put your links and stuff in this chat. But if it was my normal setup, they would I'd throw the links in there. But you're loud.tastic everywhere, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And I need the dots in the middle. I don't know why. Without the dot, it looks weird.
Yeah. No, the dot's cool. We like a dot.
Yeah, I had a suggestion once that why wouldn't I put the numbers, like, I'll show you later and then tell me what you think. Like Loudastic, but like instead of with a C at the end with a K, the I with a number 1, the A with a 4. So I don't know, but like putting some numbers to make the letters.
Okay.
I'll show you later because this was just a suggestion of a person that I haven't actually thought much about it. But
see, now we're going back to the whole name thing and how that.
Yeah, my naming thing. Yeah, we're back again to that issue.
I'm happy that I convinced you not to listen to that person.
Oh, thank you, Amber. Where is the heart? Yeah, I wanted to show you a little heart, but I couldn't.
one of those.
Yeah, like this. Wait, I need the other hand.
So, my dear, we're going to give you some time to chill. We're going to close out, and I do want to say to yourself and everyone who has been here and who will see this on the recording when I get it everywhere that it's supposed to be. I am so behind on my fucking uploads because I keep forgetting that I can do it day of. I just never do it. But anyway, Lau, this has been an absolute fucking treat. This has been really fun.
Yeah, thank you for having me. For me, it's a pleasure. By the way, my name is Laura. It's Laura. And yes, I'm on SoundCloud too. It's the same name, Loudastic. Yeah. But yeah, my name, Laura. Just because they're asking, Klayre.
Yeah. So I presume you've got some lots of fun stuff coming up in the near future that we can.
Yes, get ready because more things are coming. Like now, I'm on holidays this month. I didn't even bring my laptop here. Like I was trying to get my mom's to get into this, because I decided not to take it with me these holidays. I thought if I take it with me, it's not proper holidays, So I was like, no way. I'm gonna leave everything in England. So my time here in Spain is going to be like a proper rest, time for myself. And then, yeah, I'm playing the 26th in Madrid. Okay. But yeah, when I get back to England, get ready.
26th of August?
The 26th of August, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're back in the UK in
the 1st of September.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Since September, I know we're not going to stop.
Yeah. Well, we'll
Thank you, guys. I love you too.
we'll say goodbye for now, and just to get cheeky with you for a second, let's not wait another 2 years, huh?
Yeah, oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, I know. You know how busy our schedules are.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Come
yeah,
back and
hopefully we can
and
catch
see
up
me.
soon.
Yeah, come back and see me anytime.
Anytime when you want.
All right. You take care, my love.
Bye, everyone. Bye. And Mixcloud too. By the way, they're asking there too.
Fucking Mixcloud. Oh, anyway, don't get me
I don't
started.
really like Mixcloud, to be honest. I prefer SoundCloud.
Same. Yep. Same.
But
All
well,
right.
if you guys want, you can follow me and I will be there for you. See you later, Claire. Love
All
you.
right. Bye bye.
Bye.